subject. At the same time, it's something, again, I'm not saying everybody supports it, but it's at least something for you guys to think about. And again, I told you it's extra sensitive. Please, guys, accept it as mature people because you are. According to Judaism, girls after 12 are mature and boys after 13. There's no adolescence in Judaism. You're responsible as soon as you become bar mitzvah, bat mitzvah. No excuses. I'm under 20. I could do whatever I want. It's pretty tough to be a Jew, but it's a pleasure to be one. Anyways, guys, what I'm going to discuss today, if I could have your attention, this week's portion talks about forbidden marriages. Certain marriages that we can do. Obviously, it's a very important thing in our life. As you know, the Bible, the Torah says, once you get married, you become a complete human being. Before that, you're only half a soul. The moment you get married, you get your other half, you become a complete person. Let's everybody, please, guys, sit down before we go further. It's awesome today. So one of the things actually that the Torah prohibits is to have experiences before we get married. I always tell you, there's no boyfriend, girlfriend. There's a potential wife. And you don't do anything until you get married, right? I do know that in the Western society, they don't promote that. They actually tell you, do whatever you like. It's healthy for you. Some people believe that. Just use protection. For some reason, for Judaism, this is not accepted. Now, I see some guys are laughing. Please, guys, take it in a mature way. I have a question to ask you. I don't want any religious reasons. The religious reasons we know. Not talking about be a godly person, be a less animalistic person. I don't want to talk about that. I want you guys to think for a moment. Do you have any logical, social reason? What is the danger if you're going to have relationships or whatever experiences before you get married? Honestly, please forgive me. Two things I want to share with you. I was one time, one of the kids, from Taft High School, went to Pierce College years ago. So it says, Rabbi, I do 3 times a day. What do you think? I said, really? I said, why 3 times? For breakfast, lunch, and supper? Then I was, one time a counselor. I was 19 years old. I was driving a group of kids to camp. So this is in 87. I'm 56 years old now. I was 19 then. And I was 87, whatever, 87, 88, maybe 86. I don't remember. So there was a 12-year-old girl that tells me, Rabbi, by the way, are you a virgin? I said, why? He says, I want to know. So I said, yeah, why? He says, well, you're a nerd. So I want to introduce myself to you. I'm Rabbi the nerd. But this was in 87. Can you believe that? I mean, today's, whatever, you have all the internet and stuff. There was no such thing then. So coming back to you guys, please give me mature. If you think you have the reason, give me the reason. I'm going to actually discuss 2 reasons that I know myself. Why do you think, again, don't be embarrassed. We're discussing something very mature and actually has an effect in our future. Why do you think the Torah prohibits it? What's wrong with it?
What, sexual encounters
before you get married? What's wrong with that? It's like breakfast. Like some people say it's like lunch. It's another physical pleasure, Go ahead.
It's like a bond between 2 people. It kind of like seals it.
And what's wrong with having a bond with somebody before you get married?
It's like unofficial. It's like an unofficial bond.
It's unofficial bond. So give me a holy reason. What do you lose by doing it? What?
For someone who
Okay, so giving me a religious. I want a non-religious reason. Non-religious. A non-religious reason. What's a religious reason? Okay, but he's not spilling it. He's staying with a girl. Could make her pregnant. That way. Sorry for that. I'm just being very open. Go ahead. And what's going to happen?
If you do get your wife or your girlfriend or boyfriend or your girlfriend pregnant,
okay,
you're not a mature head yet.
Okay, and what if you're 25 and you have a girlfriend, you're mature? Then it doesn't apply.
Exactly right.
So let's see what the reason is. So again, I'm just going to discuss that. Guys, I wanted to think about it. Please don't report me. Talk about things that has to do with 21 years and above. So let's go through it once. You tell me if it makes sense. I'll make it as short as I can. You see, people, there was a survey in the 1990s. Excuse me. There was a survey in the 1990s, and they said in America or in the Western world, you usually marry the person that you get.
Sorry to interrupt. We have to keep it open. So make sure the lock is pulled out.
Okay.
Because if you just closed it, that's why we had it closed.
Anyways, guys, it says that usually in the Western world, you marry the 5th or the 6th person that you get emotionally involved with. So you guys are smart. If you marry the fifth person, how many breakups did you have? 4. If you marry the sixth person, you had 5 breakups. Now there's actually, like one of the boys said, there's the emotional bond when you have a relationship with somebody. When you break it up, so then there's a lot of hurt. Not only that, you're gonna actually lose your trust in the opposite person. You know, they use each other out. Okay, I found somebody nicer than you. Goodbye. There was actually a girl in college in England. Her name was Betty. I don't know if it's true name or not, but it's written in the book. That after a year or so relationship, when they went to medical school, the boy found somebody nicer, and he said, "Well, this girl is more beautiful than you, more nice than you." Broke up. She lost her trust in boys. Next time, saying she waited like 8 months, 9 months, still actually opened up to a boy. And then what happened is the second boy dumped her. I'm sorry. So it could happen both ways. So then if you lose your trust in the opposite person, when you really get married, oh, she or he sounds so nice, but I don't have trust because the first person that I met was also very nice. So I entered the marriage with doubts. So when a small problem comes up, what are you going to do? You'll never fall into the marriage anyway. So if there's a problem, you get out of it. However, if you never had any experience, right, you fully put yourself with full trust in that person. Every marriage has issues, you know what I'm saying? There's difference of opinion, there's going to be fights, arguments, no fights, sorry. Difference of opinion, no fights, no screaming, hopefully. But you're fully into it. Therefore, you're definitely going to save the marriage. And actually, this was one of the things that Dennis Prager spoke about years ago. Everybody that came on the talk show host, he said, yeah, the fact that I had experiences before made my marriage more difficult. That's reason number 1. Reason number 2, people that have experiences before marriage, they probably do whatever, pleasure they want. Sorry for that. Any position, anything they want to do. I don't think half of the guys want such a girl to be the mother of their children or such a guy to be the father of their children. You want to marry somebody who's more pure, right? You got all the pleasure that you wanted before. Now your wife maybe is not comfortable. Maybe your husband is not comfortable. I don't know. If you don't get satisfied from your own spouse and you were used to it all these years, where are you going to go to get your satisfaction? Somewhere else, outside of the house. That's probably one of the reasons why there's so much infidelity happening, because there's so many choices and so many experiences before, and in their own marriage they're not happy, so they go somewhere else, which destroys the marriage. And I'm telling you guys, by the way, you guys are heroes. You could be heroes. I always say this. When I was in high school, and then I went to rabbinical college, we were only boys. There was no girls. I had no challenges. You know who was the youngest girl that we had there? No girls, actually. Who was the secretary that was 75 years old. Nobody was interested to look at her. And by the time, our mind started thinking, drifting, a year later, we went on a date. And thank God, I was 24 when I got married. My wife was 19, almost 19. To be exact, 18 years and 9 months. She likes to say she was 18, not 19. So again, I never had any challenges. Thank God. You guys have the challenges, but you keep strong. You're really the heroes. Be smart. Don't let the passion, twist your brains or your emotions. Keep the strength. Keep the special time for the time that you get married. By the way, thank you for listening. I just wanted to announce we have a few birthdays today, so they get an extra $5 card. One is, you have a third one? Oh, I have enough. I have another 4 or 5. Don't worry. We got actually Ashley Simanian having a birthday, Mazal Tov. And then the other one is Jaden Tabibzadeh. Mazal Tov. Okay, guys, let's do it quickly. The first card is $25. This is Target, I guess. Second one is the $15 one from Ralph's. Third one is Amazon, $10. So we got a lot of kids today. I guess I have to start giving more gifts. 3 gifts are not enough. Yeah, Baruch Hashem, thank God, so many kids. Yeah. So anyways, let me start from this side. I think I from the other side. Let me just think the numbers. Some weird numbers. 1 to 50? 1 to 50. Do you have more than 50 kids? No, 1 to 50. Let's see what I'm going to choose. Okay, let's go.
16. 37.
I forgot it too. No, I have it. What do you say?
37.
No.
27.
27.
24.
24.
18. 42.
5. 49.
49. 49. Number two.
But you count 49 days till you get the Torah.
49 is
on
the
Har
one.
Sinai.
38. 20. 9.
22.
14.
Going fast. Wow.
You know, there was a girl here, guys. You know, the mom actually lost her husband. And since then, on her birthday, nobody bought her a gift. So the girl was in this, she had no father, no husband. She got $10 that day. She went and bought flowers for her mom. She was so touched. No problem. Anyways,
23.
23. Did I ask you? No. 28. 1 to 50. 33. 21. Did I ask you guys? I did. Did I ask you? I didn't ask you. Go ahead. 17. 20. 29. 7.
11.
Oh, I think it's the back.
Oh, 11.
11. Sitting on the shadow. Next. Kiana, go ahead.
4.
4.
The back here.
What? 2. No. Still sitting. 44. I didn't ask you, right? Right. 22.
30.
How much?
3.
3. Yeah, the sitting gentleman. The guy that has his back to me. I just destroyed. Yeah. Yeah, choose a number. 19. Standing good.
7.
7. 31. What? No. 2. 32.
26.
26 in the back. 30. Okay. 30. Okay, guys, the two birthday people, we're gonna have to get a card. You're gonna have to get a card. Sorry. We have to get a card. We have to have some. Okay, guys, let's go outside. Thank you for listening.
Shalom Tov.
I have a tape because I shut it up.
You were 30.
Myself, not your pictures, only myself.
I don't care.